वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णौ वन्दे जगद्गुरुं श्रीकृष्णौ वन्दे जगद्गुरुं श्रीकृष्णौ वन्दे जगद्गुरुं मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्. Yesterday, we were on Adhyay 1 and 43 was, I think, completed and 44 was going on. I couldn't pay attention to the ending of meeting. So halfway, while explanation was being given, meeting ended. So we will take a little bit of 43, then 44 onwards. So in 43, Arjun already has mentioned that like because of this Varna Sankar, what is going to happen? So because of that Varna Sankar, entire like Kula Dharma, the dharma specific to its school and overall dharma, that will come to an end. And apart from that, Jati Dharma also will come to an end because specific caste, as we have seen yesterday, that it is not for differentiating people, or that differentiation is not made by Dharma. It is your Sukshma Deha, when it is time of uh, getting new birth, depending upon the coding which is there in that Sukshma layer, it attracts corresponding Sthula layer. So it is not that Dharma is treating you in particular way because you have brought, you have born in particular caste. It is that the way you have operated in earlier births, the collective effect of that coding, the program which we have created for our own self, decides which in which yoni we will take birth. And even if we take birth in Manusha yoni, whether we will be taking birth in Sanatan Dharma or in family which is not following Sanatan. So, and again in that, whether Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya or Shudra. We have seen that due to Kali himself is kind of Shudra. So, all four Varna tend to behave like Shudra in Kali Yuga. And that's why the importance of caste system is getting diluted because people are not understanding why we have to honor Brahmin. Because Brahmin, if you go by literal meaning, the one who is capable of realizing Brahma is called as Brahman. So, considering that, it is not that Dharma decides whether you have to do something in particular way. It is you who have chosen this path. So once we understand that, we will also understand what is problem in this Varna Sankar. So if Varna Sankar happen, what happens? Neither that person is from dharma of or jati of father or mother. So we took example of suppose Kshatriya boy and Brahmin girl, if they marry, the progeny which they will have, the kids which are taking birth, they are neither Brahmin nor Kshatriya, because this is something which is out of direction of dharma. So they are considered as Varna Sankar, and they lose a right to do all the rituals according to their caste. So the only path what they will have is uh, Bhakti Marga. And of course, in a way, Jnana Marga is also Bhakti Marga because it is Bhakti of Nirgun Nirakara as well. Yoga Marga is also, it doesn't qualify people according to their caste. However, for Buddhi Shuddhi, Karma Marga is very much necessary, and that is what in entire Gita, Bhagwan is preaching that karma cannot be uh, spared. So even if when Bhagwan is preaching about tyag, that tyag is tyag from inside mind. It is detachment. It is not stopping doing anything, because without karma, anybody cannot exist. Like even if we are sleeping, it is a karma of having sleep. Even if we are uh, sitting silent, then sitting silent becomes a karma. So that Bhagwan is going to explain later. Now here, the elaboration was required because for understanding why Arjun is saying this way, that because of Varna Sankar, so many things are happening. So of course, one thing is, like we said last time, that once person starts thinking in particular direction, he supports that thinking with all his logics. So he will take support of dharma as well, and by misinterpreting dharma, he will prove or she will prove her own point. Now it may not be deliberate, but then it happens because the person in that particular situation at least, do not understand what is exactly expected as per dharma at that moment of time by him. That's why it is said later, karmano gahana gati. Understanding karma is not very easy. That is why Bhishmacharya, who has uh, followed celibacy for 88,000 years, and he is among 12 Bhagavad. So 12 uh, devotees of Bhagwan who actually understood Bhagavad Dharma. Still, when Draupadi was getting humiliated, Bhishmacharya uh, couldn't decide to defend Draupadi. So he gave more importance to his oath rather than giving importance to what Bhagwan wants from him. And what Bhagwan wants from anybody is explained in Shastra, that is Veda. And that is what Bhagwan is going to tell at the end of 16th Adhyay. Tasmat Shastram Pramanante Karya Karyam Vyavasthitam. Means what to do, what not to do, how to do, where to do, with whom to do. All these things are defined in Shastra. So there will not be any confusion when somebody really wants to follow the path which takes them to Bhagwan. Okay. So now Arjun is referring to whatever knowledge he has about Dharma. So what happens due to Varna Sankar, etc., what he is telling is not a wrong thing. Only thing is, he is considering that will be happening because of me. So first of all, there is a ego that I will kill the people, and there is a misunderstanding of dharma. He thinks this is not killing somebody is bad. It is always contextual. So in this context, if he would not have killed uh, Kaurav, so they would have spread adharma more than what bad will happen or bad might have happened due to Varna Sankar. So because many a times leader decides fate of the country he is ruling. Now we also see in present times also with different parties, the country is run in different way. I'm not taking any bias side of any party as such, but definitely we can see the uh, very prominent event which has occurred a couple of years back, that is uh, rebuilding of Ram Mandir. Now, this Ram Mandir for 500 plus years, people were struggling to have that. And somewhere, if you see, there was no leadership that strong that it can make it happen. So, strong in the sense not only in power, also in intention. Obviously, earlier Mughals only did this, so they were not having any intention. Neither after independence, whatever government was there, they also didn't intend to do because they didn't find it important to have this Ram Mandir, and now it is happening. So definitely, it is because of leadership. So many a times. Our guru used to say, Maharaj, that in present state also, whether in India or in any other country, where democracy democracy is there. So democracy, it is not actually democracy. It is for namesake. Why it is so? Because you must see now when suppose take example of US, whether there is Trump in power or somebody else is in power. The way Trump thinks has got 90% impact on how America is going to operate. And it has got very intense effect on entire nation because America being very powerful country in the world. So finally, decision making gets converged or boiled down to what that person wants to do first, and then his subordinate, then their subordinates. So considering that, many a times it is seen that uh, the leader decides the fate. So there is one proverb which says that the herd having thousands of lions and led by, say, goat is not powerful. But the herd with thousands of goats but led by lion will be more powerful. So that is what happens when uh, your leader is strong and he is oriented towards dharma. So this effort of Bhagwan, now Bhagwan has not given any any such in length preaching, and where it is on battlefield. So in such a complicated situation, he is preaching Arjun so much. We will be while we are going through Gita, we will find that there is a lot of dialogue between them. So the reason of doing that, Maharaj, our Guru Maharaj says that if you protect leaders' mind, so if you consider Yogakshema of leader's mind, yoga is letting him have right intellect, right thought process, and shame is maintaining that. So all other people will be following that leader. So you already know that Arjun is very prominent leader. Many of the people then and even now, they consider Arjun as their idol. So if Arjun's buddhi is protected, or if Arjun's buddhi is developed with proper buddhi yoga, his buddhi, looking at his behavior and what he is telling others, all nation is going to follow this path. So just by converting Arjun from confused state to Buddhiman state, Bhagwan has ensured that those who will follow Arjun will also become Buddhiman. So that Dadami Buddhi Yogantam Yenamam Upayantite, it is not limited to Arjun. It is always that if you consider any Guru Avatar also, they will not change mind of everybody, or they will not interact with everybody. And definitely they will interact with person who is adhikari, who is able to grasp this knowledge. And when that person is educated, or when that person gets buddhi yoga, he will lead everybody else, and then subsequently entire society moves from lesser level of consciousness to upper level of consciousness. So that is how it happens when a leader is developed well. And you must have seen that there is always like Ramachandra. So for him to be good leader, of course he is Bhagwan himself, but still Vasishta Rishi was there. Or you can consider Shivaji Maharaj and Ramdas. So incidentally, Ramdas Navami is very near, and we are speaking about Ramdas Swami. So it is combination of spiritual strength by Guru and strength of karma, the energy which is used for execution. So energy for execution and energy for knowledge, if they get combined, the success is 100%. And that is what Sanjay is going to tell as a last shloka of Gita. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna, Yatra Partha Dhanurdhara. So where Yogeshwar Krishna and that is Jnana Shakti, and Partha Dhanurdhara, that is Kriya Shakti. If they are together, it is 100% guarantee that that side will have Vijay. So they will win. They will have Niti, the proper set rules to behave well, and everything else. So considering that, coming back to this point now, so that's why even though whatever Arjun is saying, he is not just blabbering out of anything. He is definitely his intention to follow is to follow dharma, and is to follow whatever is right. So he is referring to dharma, and in that he is little bit forgetting the bigger dharma. Bigger dharma is to save side of dharma. Dharmo rakshati rakshita, it is said, Dharmo rakshati rakshita, is the one who protects dharma, he will be protected by dharma. So we were saying that if person starts thinking in some direction, he will rationalize it. What do you mean by rationalizing? Rationalize. Rationalizing is even if we are making some mistake, giving the justification not only to others inside our mind, so that we can justify whatever I am doing is right. For example, hitting kids. When any kid does something bad and a parent gets angry and suppose hits that kid, what he says for rationalization, I'm hitting the kid, or I'm hitting my son, or my hitting my daughter for his or her benefit only, because otherwise they will not be disciplined. They will go to wrong direction. So his own inability to control the anger is now rationalized to be care for the son. So that is what Arjun is doing. His inability to think in dharma way, or his uh, weakness of withstanding the fact that he has to battle with his dear ones and kill them. He's taking support of dharma itself, and it is not intentionally. Automatically, it happens when you get when you flow with the emotions. This is what happens. That emotions takes you to somewhere. You think you are thinking logically, and actually you are not. And that's why many a times we see that after that particular event of intense emotion, maybe anger, maybe grief, we think something, we speak something. Okay, in sorrow we think that it is no use living. Now after some time we also thought, okay, sorrows are everywhere, but life goes on, this and that. That means afterwards we recognize that our thought process was not correct, or many a times many good relations get spoiled because of our reactions when we are angry. So we don't intend, but we use such harsh words, and the person opposite to us, or even if that person utters some harsh word, we forget about all the good things done by that person, and we take that harsh word and evaluate that person according to that statement, and then that relation breaks. So, and then afterwards, we repent for that. I should not have said that, or we try to convince that person, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that means you meant that way with wrong thought process. And now your thought process has improved. So now you're saying you didn't mean that. So that is why it is important when you are angry, or when you are extremely high in any of the emotion, avoid taking any decision, avoid giving any reaction. So though this is difficult, this is what is Abhyas, and Bhagwan will be telling us about that later also, that controlling calm krodh, or not letting calm or growth get inside your mind. That state is state of any saint. Now for sadhak, even if those emotions are high, any negative emotion, if it is high, then also not getting carried away and managing them. If person can do that, he is considered as yogi. And in modern world also, in self-help or in management, there is lot of importance given to this emotional intelligence. What is emotional intelligence? Emotional intelligence is about understanding our own emotions, understanding others' emotions, managing our own emotions, and managing others' emotions. So that is what is emotional intelligence. So last time we saw what is the reason Geeta is told to Arjun, or Bhagwan ensured that he is always beside him when this war is happening. Because Arjun has got achieved at least first level of emotional intelligence, that he is understanding his own emotions. Even at that crucial position or crucial point, he is telling, last time we saw that I'm not able to uh, hold Gandhi, and it is means I have in my entire body, I'm not able to hold it, and I'm literally shivering. So all these things and what emotions are, my mind is eluded. So that shows that Arjun is at least that at that level of emotional intelligence, that he is understanding his own emotion. And then comes controlling our own emotion and directing it to particular direction. And that is where Bhagwan is helping him, and that is what Buddhi Yoga is. Part of Buddhi Yoga is majorly on having emotional intelligence in place, so that any of your decision is not based on your emotion, it is based on dharma, it is based on what Bhagwan wants from you. So having said that, here Arjun has got carried away. So he told what will happen when this Varna Sankar will happen. In Shlok 44 also he is taking this further. उत्सन्न कुलधर्माणां मनुष्याणां जनार्दन नरके नियतं वासो भवतीत्यनुशुश्रूषम् नरके नियतं वासो भवतीत्यनुशुश्रुम. So when Kuladharma is destroyed, when Kuladharma stops, what happens is the person will go in Narak for unlimited time. And so he is still assuming that if I kill these people, I will be responsible for this Varna Sankar. Actually, the people which will be getting killed are getting killed because of their own karma, previous karma and present karma also. It is said in our dharma that atyutkate punya papai ihaiva phalamashnuте. So it is not just that we get uh, fruits of our karma, all karma from previous life. Even in this life, if you do some atyutkat karma, if you do, like if you perform rituals with lot of devotion, or if somebody does bad karma as well, if it is intense like killing somebody, they get the fruit here and here itself. So those who are standing from adharma side, they have chosen it with their karma anusarani buddhi. So there must be something wrong in their previous karma. So their thought process is wrong in supporting Duryodhana. So what is wrong? For example, what is wrong uh, in case of Bhishmacharya? That he considered his oath to be bigger than dharma. So when there was choice between dharma and his oath, he followed his dharma. Dronacharya gave importance to his loyalty uh, and considered dharma as secondary. So actually, to be as per dharma, he was not even supposed to be in war because he is Brahman. Then about karma, about Karna, Karna thought gratitude and friendship is bigger than dharma. So considering all this, there is reason for each person getting whatever he got, and that reason is in their own karmas only. And Bhagwan is going to explain Arjun everything uh, so that he is clear about this. Now here it is very important to again understand that Arjun is calling Bhagwan as Janardhan. Jana, uh, Janardhana means the one who kills Jana or who ends life of Jana, everybody. So here indirectly Arjun is indicating Bhagwan that whatever karma these people have done, it, it is you who will be giving them certain like fruit of that. And it is you who will be, it is part of your work or your karya, we can say in Sanskrit, to kill these people. So why should I kill and get responsible for this sin? That is also in back of his mind. Now in Shlok 45, Arjun says, Aho batamaha Aho bata mahatpapang kartu vyavasita vayam yadrajya sukhalobhena hantum swajanamudyataha. So he's saying, see what kind of dreadful uh, deed we were like dreadful thing we were about to do. So as if he has understood that there was a grave mistake supposed to be happen. And when he's saying we were doing this, so he's saying vayam means we. Uh, Mahat papam, big sin. And what is that? Kartum vyavasita means ready for executing it. So which pap? Swajanam hantum. To kill Swajana is this big pap, and how we were ready to do that. So somewhere inside, directly or indirectly, Arjun is considering Krishna also in that. That he's thinking, Arey Krishna, we were doing something which is not correct. So on one side, while stating this, Arjun is considering all those people who have decided or who has concluded that war is the only solution are wrong. So in that he is considering Krishna also, obviously. As well as on other side, in back of the mind, he is assuming that this correct buddhi which now I am getting, that is because Krishna is with me. So he is even confused about uh, his he's even confused about Krishna's position in his mind. So on by saying that we were doing something wrong, it is indirect. The indirect blame goes to Krishna that how you have not suggested not to do that. And on the other side, he is thinking that because you were with me, or maybe because you are here, now I am getting what is right and wrong. And maybe you wanted me to understand this. So this kind of thing is happening in his mind. Now, and what he's saying, uh, what big mistake we were doing, and why we were doing, just for the yadrajya sukhalobena, means for the desire or for the lust of kingdom and joy and comfort, we were ready to kill our own people. Now, it is very important point which is hidden over here. So here we understand that Arjun was not clear about actual purpose of this yuddha or war. So he is still thinking that we are like battling over here, or we are into this war to first of all get our own right. So it is our rightful possession. It is our rightful possession of uh, this Rajya or this kingdom, which is snatched by Kaurav. We have already followed all the rules or all the conditions posed on us, like Vanvas and Adnatvas. Still, they are not giving our kingdom back. So we are fighting again injustice, and by that, what we are going to achieve is our Rajya, our Sukh. And that is where the basic mistake is. If Arjun would have understood correct purpose of this uh, yuddha or war, which little bit even Dhritarashtra has understood, because we have seen in first verse what Dhritarashtra is saying. Dhritarashtra is saying Dharma Kshetre Kurukshetre. So in his mind, it is clear that this is war between Adharma and Dharma. And Duryodhan is, or our side is from Adharma. And that's why he's worried that this my sons are from Adharma side. But due to his moha and Putra moha and Rajya moha, he could not stop Duryodhan from this war. So you can see, even after having correct knowledge of Dharma, because of Tamasic Rajasic moha, Dhritarashtra is considered as villain. And even though not being very clear on Dharma, still the moha which Arjun is having is based on Sattva. That's why he was considered as hero, and he won because Adhyatma, spiritual power of Bhagwan, Jnana Shakti of Bhagwan was on side of Dharma. And because Arjun was on side of Dharma, he won the war. So it is just 1 minute left. So we will take prayer and pause for today. Namaskar to Antaryami Bhagwan who is residing inside you. Namaskar all of you.